Welcome. Good morning. I'm going to put that back on here and read from a paper. Otherwise, your lovely faces. Good morning. My name is Vern Smith. Jim Bryant and I would like to welcome you to our worship today. Please feel free to participate in our service however you are. If you're joining us for the first time, let me welcome you and hope you hear or feel something that brings you back here again. Unitarian Universalists, we believe we're all connected in this world, and we value the worth and dignity of each person. We pull on the wisdom of many sources to teach us, guide us, and help us to understand this world. We welcome all, young or old, regardless of ethnicity, sexual orientation, religious background, or physical ability. Whoever you are, whomever you love, however you arrived here, we welcome you. As we prepare our hearts for worship, let us remember our connections through our collective chalice lighting words. Please join me. In the light of truth and the warmth of love, we gather to seek and seek to share. I don't have any formal announcements today, but I guess I would just remind folks that if you do have announcements you want to make sure is included in today's service or the future services, send that to the office administrator or to the worship team to make sure we get that information. Thank you. Now I'll do the land acknowledgement. Though we're meeting virtually now, our fellowship home is located on the homeland of the Pasquosa, for generations upon generations as stewards of this land. The Pasquosa people still live here. For over 2 centuries, the United States government has broken its 1855 and 1893 agreements with the Pasquosa. The government stole the land ceded to the Pasquosa through fraudulent surveys, indifferent intentional violations, and by land transfers to colonists and corporations. The Pasquosa continue their traditions and seek to have their rights recognized. Please sing at home our opening hymn of Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
To our offertory. The offertory is an ancient element of worship, of giving during the service's offertory, regardless of spiritual practice that expresses our thankfulness and generosity. We live values in abundance, joyfully sharing our strengths in service, our gifts and strengths in service to the greater good is one way to create a beloved community. Your offering today to support the ministry of this church ensures the health and the future of our communities, both inside these walls and in the world beyond. A link for donations is located on our website homepage. We are blessed by your generosity. These gifts make a difference in our communities through the ministries of this church. Now, Jim. Thank you. Verses. Today I have two readings. These are available on the website, actually. First one is Community Means Strength by Starhawk. We are all longing to go home to some place we have never been, a place half remembered and half envisioned. We can only catch glimpses of it from time to time. Community. Somewhere there are people to whom we can speak with passion without having the words catch in our throats. Somewhere a circle of hands will open to receive us, eyes will light up as we enter, voices will pray with us whenever we come into our community. Means strength that joins strength to do the work that needs to be done. Arms to hold us when we falter, a circle of healing, a circle of friends, some place where we can be. Second is called United by Vulnerability by Robin Tanner. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. There, roomy. If you live by social media, let's be honest, a whole lot of us do. Is there such a space? For real, where is the field beyond wrongdoing and right doing? Where is the place beyond political parties, religious encampments, and social class structures? I long to lie down in that field. When my soul is weary, I force myself to remember. It was the moment when I stood in a high school class and watched the Twin Towers fall. I was in upstate New York, and so many of us had family in those towers or in the blocks surrounding them. No one could get a call in or out. I looked at my cell phone, one of those old clunky ones. I felt helpless. Without a word, one of my friends took my hand. We stood there, slack-jawed, holding hands in the middle of class. In the weeks that followed, many would say we were united as Americans. It was something else, that hand, the human hand. We were united for a brief moment by our vulnerability. We do meet in this field. It trembled in my hands when, as the hospital chaplain, I placed my hands over the head of a newborn child and blessed what was already sacred. In that framed portrait, we were there together, tears brimming at our eyes. Our tears are not Republican, neither rich nor poor, Presbyterian or Universalist. They are human tears of the holiness held in our midst. It includes a prayer. Moving out into the fields of our longing and belonging, open our souls this day to being human together. By Rob Tanner. Yeah, I'll bring that up.
All right. Good morning. I get up early before the sun rises. I sit on a little stone bench in my yard facing east. I can see Mother Nature arrive with the beauty of a new day. The birds start chirping. Dewdrops clinging to the leaves start to fall. River, my dog, eagerly leaps after the first butterfly of the day. I pray, then meditate. I feel refreshed and spiritually renewed. I still have my pains and woes, but made a decision to have a good day. Our God, strength and courage to carry me forward to do the next right thing. After the playtime with River and some breakfast, I started to begin the day's chores, and my phone rings. I answer, yes, this is Jim. Kashmir, that's correct. Tuesday, 10 a.m. I'll be where I'm at. Thank you. I'll see you then. I press end call, and the phone sits idle in my hand. The icon staring at me, Facebook one in particular. The land of happy photos, vicariously taken vacations, various words of encouragement and praise. Also, the land of willful ignorance, fake news, commentary filled with venom, and people building bridges in community and world. At the same time, others are burning them down. When I press the Facebook icon, I'm hoping the first item on my scroll I would see would be maybe Vern did a funny meme, or that maybe Diane McKenzie posted pics from another, or perhaps some art of Martha or Kimbras, some clever wisdom from Laura Marchuk. But no, that peaceful expectation is blown away by what I see on my feed. My friends had posted in a very angry red tile with a rant on it, stating that if you don't repost my ignorant, racist, and hate-filled, bigoted comments, then you're nothing but a liberal commie without a brain, a sheep, and you'll get what you deserve. Bet you too chicken to repost this. God. No, I'm not going to repost that. And simply because it's wrong, not that it's a chicken response. I will stand my ground and not engage with you. I will engage with you if you act kindly and talk sense. But it seems every time we build that bridge from your community to mine, you burn it, and very willfully so, down to the ground. There's smoke on the horizon, fire on the hill. The bridge that used to cross this river just got burned by somebody's will. They're out burning. Yeah, they are burning. Burning bridges. Yeah, there was wreckage to the left and the right, forward and behind. So much twisted metal in an angry person's mind. When they are burning, when they are burning, burning bridges. So instead of casting stones across the river, I pause and I reflect with the forgiven. Yeah, there was wreckage to the left and the right, forward and behind. I took that wreckage and I built a bridge of peace across my mind. No more burning. No, no more burning. Burning bridges. No more burning. No more burning. No more burning bridges. No more burning bridges. No more burning bridges. So, to the point, or more so to the question. Last week, Reverend Solly asked, what are we doing here as UUs? What's our mission? Answer is building community, beloved community. Sometimes via bridge repair. Other times by reaching out to making yourself available to those you might consider to be your enemies, acknowledging even their inherent value as a person. Each of us has a different measure of time, talent, and treasure. We may each also have a favorite cause, or three. But when we team up as a fellowship, we can and do tackle great things and do make a difference in the world. We are the buck stops here, people. Keepers of all that is right and just. We will be among those who reclaim this broken society. Perhaps As we rebuild, we can make the world a place where we can relax and enjoy nature, where there are no more barriers between us, where we all gather under the same tree of knowledge and listen to the music in the wind. Become one mind, act one body, beloved community. Our song.
Gotta start.
Well, you and I are neighbors and friends. It looks like we might have some fence to mend. So let's make sure to build a road and put a gate that we can still come greet each other through. All the healing that is needed in this world. The most important things are me and you. You've got to be in it for the show. And it's gonna take a lot of dedication. But if you want to live in celebration, you've got to rise. I've got to rise. You've got to rise. Rise to the occasion. Yes, rise to the occasion. Should plant a common tree where our kids come and play, and we can sit and watch them shade. Oh, this little pair we have made, you've got to be in it for the duration. That's gonna take a lot of dedication. If you want to live in celebration, you've got to rise. I've got to rise. We've got to rise. Rise to the occasion. Changes me. Yes, rise to the occasion. Rise to the occasion. No, to the choir here. But the world needs us in a big way. We all can and do make a difference through our outreach. What is it going to take that large, beloved community to bring the world into covenant? Us, all of us. Building bridges, pouring water on the smoldering piles of ignorance, educating others and lifting them up. It's going to be a long game, but we can do this. We are UUs, and we always rise to the occasion.
Awesome. I was almost inspired by interpretive dance. I felt like I shouldn't just be sitting here like this and rise to the occasion, but I didn't. Awesome. Now we're going to have our final hymn, and Again in Love.
We enter community intentionally, living with grace and love each day. We enter community, beloved community. We celebrate our values on our way. Listening and speaking in
Well, Kimbrus in a pink bunny suit will never not be funny. Please join me in our collective chalice extinguishing words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And our closing song. Carry the flame of peace and love until
we meet again.
Carry the flame of peace and love until we meet again. Harmony, very nice.
Well, sort of.